of clutch here, and the winner takes home the lion's share of this grand finals prize pool. As we come back here into our at-home studios, Tanner and I super excited as we get on to the final map. It's going to be split to close things out. Starting off on the defense is going to be Kudos with Jonah, two-piece, Hira, Zebro, and Teddy. And on the attack, Demon, Nature, Sofa, Hellblade, and Anime Watcher. It is it, folks. We have arrived the final game of today's tournament. It promises to be a good one.
Yeah, and this is the map that we were able to hype up Nature so much on, playing the Breach. Now he's back on it. Hellblade back on the Reyna as well. Sofa piloting the Viper, and then Anime back on the Killjoy. This was the map. This was the composition when we first saw S.O.R absolutely pop off in a 13-3 victory over Dirty Mike and the boys, who are the reigning runner-ups from last week. So this could be a huge map for them as far as choices go and just being able to play this one out. But they do still have to worry about the momentum coming through from Kudos. And again, I just want to give a huge hats off. I want to say Kudos after I say Kudos, but a huge hats off to both of these teams for just making it this far, because, hey, you're in the money. Now you just get to show us some great gameplay, and they've already done that so far.
Yep. It has been a fun one today, and we aren't done quite yet. Final map here. Nature, as you mentioned, back on the Breach. We'll have to see if he can have another pop-off performance here. And interestingly enough, we were talking about after game one, if Nature comes back into his own, it could be a 2-0. And he had a fantastic game two, but it wasn't quite enough. And that really shows what we were talking about prior to the series, that these teams are really darn close. They are both really darn good, and they've delivered a series here in grand finals that will go the distance. Maybe if we're lucky, it'll even go into overtime here, as Nature getting some initial utility out into mid right now, and he's going to swap out with Sofa. No surprise that he'll be on the Viper, what he played on this map earlier on in the tournament. And Nature going to go for the fracture here onto the A site. Smokes out from the Omen, and S.O.R starting on A.
Yeah, Paranoia coming through, though. That's a nice Paranoia from two-piece. Not going to stunt the push, but make sure nobody goes down as he picks up one for himself. Looks for a second. Demon going to be the benefactor of that trade kill, as Zebro finds one for himself. Now dying all around the site is this S.O.R squad. Enemy Watcher and Sofa traded back, though. Now we're all even, but on the site, Enemy Watcher is outmanned and outgunned as they do fall 1-0. Kudos on top, and a nice retake there from that squad.
Yep, solid start for them. Zebro with 2 kills, and Zebro on the Reyna this time around. So no Sova for him here. He's going to be playing more aggressively, less information gathering, more pushing, playing around the Lear. And this is definitely a game then with this switch, right? It's kind of the conversation around the Reynas and the raises is with how much your kit is based around damage, based around getting kills. You need to be fragging out, as that baseline of effectiveness is a little lower. So he really needs to have a solid game here and use this Reyna to her fullest potential on a split here. I have confidence that Zebro can do it. He's certainly shown it throughout the day, as that's Demon with the kill there. Up in B heaven, Hero's going to go down. Jonah as well, able to trade with Hellblade there, but that's 4 members of S.O.R ready to spill onto this B site, looking for the plant. But Teddy with the Spectre spraying from near CT, going to take out Anime Watcher, and the numbers are even. Now it's the 3v2 advantage as Teddy takes out Nature. Sofa able to kill Zebro. Teddy's going to get the final frag. The spike does not even go down, and Kudos takes the second round.
Takes the second round. I thought for a second we might see the second round split from S.O.R. We don't get that, and it's an unfortunate reload timing from Sofa that allowed Teddy to pick up that kill. So Kudos on top. Now, because of the way that economy works out, right, we're going to see the full buy coming through into this eco buy-esque from Kudos, just hanging on to the guns that they have. And this is a pretty good map to come out on top for Kudos, given that they still only have the Spectres, right? You have some tighter corners as Teddy gets some information there. Nice little jiggle peek on that corner. He's going to look to set up a one-way for himself and try and stop the push from B main, holding down B side all by himself. And as I say that, he gets a little bit of backup just in case. I don't know if it was the spike spotted here on this in the B garage. But he is going to have the rotate coming over, and it's actually the Bucky for Hira here up top. We've seen some Bucky play today. Well, actually, we saw one round of it, and it died immediately. Hopefully, that's not the case if you are Hira wielding that shotgun in this round.
If you can hit that first shot at close range, you pick a good angle and land it, it can one-shot somebody and be extremely powerful. You obviously trade out, you get more damage for the lower fire rate compared to the judge here, but that Bucky can be powerful if you are positioned in the right place and land your shots. We'll see if Hero can do some work with it, but that's Teddy on site, actually sitting in the default plant spot, gets the peak. Jonah with 2 kills with that Ghost, looking for another here as Anime Watcher able to take out Hero and 2-piece from the site with that Phantom. He's going to back into the back of the site here, just 30 health on him. This is big trouble right now in this 1v1. He hasn't gotten the plant down yet, and at this point, going to be a tough play here for Anime Watcher on this Killjoy. And really, if you're Jonah, you just play time.
Yeah, almost has to stick the defuse here as it's Ghost versus Phantom. Swarm going to go out here. The spike will go down. Is it going to be enough time? It is not, unfortunately. Not going to be able to pick that one up. So it's 3 rounds to Kudos, and he thought he could fake another plant and Jonah might win off of kills, but instead is going to run out of time. And I don't think we'd seen that yet in this grand final. So that is our first one. We are blessed to see that, but it is unfortunate as that easily could have gone the way of S.O.R picking up their first round, just not able to convert.
And we talked about it earlier on in the broadcast. The clock is a weapon in itself, and depending on the state of the round, it changes who it favors, and it favored Jonah there, and Jonah played that out so unbelievably well. Just forced Anime Watcher to continue to question whether it was safe or not to go for the defuse, and Jonah now with that molly going to secure the kill onto Nature. Great opening frag, and Zebro with the aggressive peek on the judge takes one. 2-piece with another. Zebro with a second, pushing in. He's looking for one more. 2-piece is going to take it, and that is a flawless round from Kudos. They're up 4-0.
Yeah, and the invulnerability from Zebro coming in huge, not only helping him find a pickup kill and get out of dodge, but then just being a nuisance right in the face there of Demon, allowing 2-piece to find that kill to clutch the round. Now, again, it wasn't the best buy coming through, kind of to be expected given the economy that S.O.R was sitting on. So this next round, I'm not expecting to see something like this. It's a 4-0 lead, but S.O.R are back in control as far as their economy goes. They've got a full buy coming through. It's not as great as Kudos, who could probably afford to lose a round or two, which is what S.O.R is looking to do as that run it back gets popped. No utility, just a little bit of visual there, a little bit of information from Jonah on that as the kills get traded back and forth across the map, but Nature will finally fall from Jonah, pushing up towards mid, and S.O.R now down to their last 2 remaining members. It's Sofa as well as the Omen here. So if we're going to find one, sitting okay, full HP here, has the ultimate available. The Omen ult comes through as well. This is a really nice play here inside the Viper's pit. And if you're not familiar with the changes, no longer is the team going to be decayed if you are on Sofa's team. So S.O.R sitting pretty in this one. Demon's able to get the spike down, and now in the 1v2, this is a really tough retake for Kudos.
Yeah, no ultimates available, so you can't lean on the run it back to try and push into the Viper's pit and maybe get a frag on that Viper to take that down. So this is going to be very tough, and Sofa electing to hold outside of the Viper's pit for as long as he can. He's going to get both kills. 2-piece takes down the opposing Omen, but it's not enough here, so S.O.R finally on the board. The score now 4-1 in favor of Kudos.
Yeah, and that is a nice pickup. It's their second buy round. It's using the ultimates that are allotted to them, and Sofa has been pretty huge on the Viper. That Viper's pit, it even when Sofa dies in the Viper's pit, sometimes, or the majority of the time, he's able to pick up a couple of kills before doing so. So it takes a lot of resources and utility for the opposing team, in this case being Kudos, to push in, try and find this Viper, get the kill. Then you still have to wait a little bit of time. As I say that, Hira picks up the kill and narrowly escapes there, dashes and clips the wall, and is forced to turn and run after that pick in mid, but a good start to this 6th round for Kudos as the fault line comes through. Nobody going to push on the back of this one, but it will dissuade Hero from peeking those stairs.
Yeah, here are going to back off here at the top of the stairs to retreat back towards CT and just hold the corner with this operator. Meanwhile, S.O.R, they want to push into B heaven here. That's going to be the leer to push here off the angle, but he still peeks, doesn't get the kill, but Teddy able to get the spray on the enemy watcher. Nature trades back, taking down Jonah, and Nature going to take a second, knocking off Teddy. Zebro going to take off his opposing Reyna there. 2-piece going to get one as well. Nature has fallen. Sofa goes down, and Kudos with an emphatic response here take their 5th round.
Yeah, and a nice clean finish to that round. It was a couple of picks coming through on both sides, but there towards the end, really just cementing that victory and picking up those kills. It's hard to judge, but it does feel bad that S.O.R's only victory is off the back end of the Viper's pit, right? You don't want to have to rely so heavily on that one ultimate to be able to get it done. What I will say is they do have a more defense-heavy composition coming through, right? Setting up that turret defensively, being able to hold sites alone with that Killjoy. The Reyna, obviously a little more offensive, but the Aftershock to stop pushes. I think S.O.R will be in a better spot and a more closer to the driver's seat on defense, but until they get there, they have to stop the bleeding, right? You cannot have a 11-1 first half and then expect to come back and win it. As the trades come through, Zebro and Hellblade gonna find a couple of kills of their own. Now we are tied up 4-4 in kills as S.O.R looking to pick up their 2nd victory in this one. Jonah is there, though. The trade kills continue to follow up as the turret's going to get sprayed down. Nature going to find the kill onto Jonah, and S.O.R now in the driver's seat, have a couple of ultimates available should they choose to use them. The swing's going to come through from Teddy. He finds this round to one, has to reload. Hero finds the 2nd one, and just like that, if you blinked, you missed it. S.O.R get the lead ripped away from them in that round, and Kudos find another victory.
Just almost feels like a little bit of disrespect there from S.O.R. They knew where Teddy was. He had sprayed down, or excuse me, knew where Hero was, as he had sprayed down A main to take out the Killjoy turret. So they had that information, and they also knew where Teddy was up in heaven. And all of them electing to aggressively push for the sprays. They're not even getting the spike down, and they easily get taken out there. The combination of Teddy and Hero aren't going to miss all that often. They get the 3 kills on the site and secure that 6th round. So Kudos looking good. S.O.R looking a bit out of sorts right now.
Yeah, a bit out of sorts here. Again, you could hope the best for a defending round from this team or a defending half from this team, but it's all about how you get there because they are attacking first. They need to figure out a way to pick up a few wins. As Hero holding down towards mid here. Flashes might come out there. There's a leer, but it's not going to find anything. Hero will, though, on the backside. He does get hit with the fault line, so he's going to be stunned up momentarily as the paranoia forces him to run away, but still holding an angle here towards B site as Kudos are up a member, and it may just detour this push towards B as it looks like ropes is the call.
Hero had a great game too, but he is really peaking at the right time here in game 3. His peaks with the operator have been clean. He's consistently getting kills with them, but the response from S.O.R here is solid. Demon in nature right now, just wiping the rest of Kudos over in this A site right now. It's going to be Hero pushing up into heaven right now. We see nature holding just at the top of ramps right here. We'll see if Hero checks around that corner. He's going to peek down into ropes as the spike is down on site. Is Demon here going to elect to pick up this Phantom, and I like this choice. This is the right one. See if he can get the duels that he needs. Neither of these players at 100% health, so he has an opportunity, and he has the information of where the breach is. He's going to run onto site, looking to get the 2 separate 1v1s he needs. Smoke goes down. Hero has been clutch with these ninja defuses. Can they kill him? Pushing into the smoke. It's the Omen. He's going to spot Hero out. Not quick enough, and that's the 3K for Demon, and S.O.R grab their 2nd round.
Yeah, a nice pickup, and that was the only play available. Hira had to stick that there as he was running out of time. The spike was ticking down. Even in the face of a victory, the economy is hurting for this S.O.R squad. So we're going to see some awkward buys coming through. You see Sofa sitting on full armor, but not sure what to pick up as a primary weapon, still sitting on the classic. Kudos, they lose a round, but they're still sitting pretty, as Zebro may be expecting a save here. Opts into the judge as the smoke goes through, and we'll see how much he can get. The value here has been huge for Zebro in this tight corner, but he's going to run right in to a full squad with a full buy here. The turret goes down. Is it going to get enough? They still haven't spotted him. The Killjoy ult is out as well, so he needs to make a play. He's going to push for the smoke. He finds one kill. Enemy Watcher will trade it, and now this could be the take towards A.
Yeah, waited till the last possible second with the ultimate coming out from the Killjoy. And Jonah using the run it back. He's able to dodge out from the ultimate, push onto the site, and get some damage there. Now he's going to look for the Molotov into the corner here, just below Heaven. He could get some damage. Two-piece with the spray, takes out Demon. Jonah gets the kill with the Molly. Now flashing, looking to push through elbow and get onto the site. One player, the final player, sitting in the smoke. It is Hellblade. He's taken out by Jonah. And that is Kudos with the response. They're up 7-2.
These rounds, this last round and the round prior, or this round here and the round prior, excuse me, so hectic, right? Everybody just clumped up right around the A short there. The plays coming out with the judge, Zebro doing what he can, and then pushing onto the side. Everybody's right underneath Heaven to get hit by the Molly. And then just the round prior, there's 4, 5, 6 kills coming flying through. It's an absolute bloodbath in Heaven. These guys, it gets so discombobulated. And I think that is when playing a competitive game like this gets so incredibly hard, when everything kind of gets thrown out the window and it's no longer the conventional play style that you're used to seeing. It's everybody just kind of running around. As Hira, he doesn't have to run around. He's got his dash. He's got his kill. Nature will fall. That's a huge pickup for this Kudos squad as they look to creep closer to 8-2 in round score. And without that fault line, outside of the paranoia, there's no real way to push Hira back. So Stairs is no longer safe. Sure, it's smoked off, but Hira can look for the spray through or the shot through. It is going to miss, and it will push back for now. Now this paranoia can be used. It is going to do just that. Okay, so they make it work without the breach. They didn't need the fault line to make sure Hira's falling back with this operator who has been so true in this game.
Yeah, but Teddy has also been very clean on the holds on this B side. He's going to step forward. Gets taken down, though, by Hellblade. Good shot there with the Sheriff. And one thing to note is while Hira has been great with those initial peaks with the Operator, that's about all he has been doing. That is a second frag there, though, for Hira. It is going to finish off the round. So Hira hopefully starting to build some momentum because he's only sitting, I believe, at 6, maybe 7 frags here through 10 rounds, which isn't terrible, but it really just feels like he's been able to get those opening peaks with the Operator, but hasn't done much else afterwards.
Yeah, fortunately having backup from his squad. So last game it was Jonah and Hira. They were just running the show. This time around, two-piece. He heard us talking about him. He heard about all the replays. He's looking for some more because now he is top fragging, and he's really been able to piggyback off of Hira's picks. Now Hira looking for more. Shot goes out, not going to land. There's very quick. That would have been an incredible flick had he picked that up. The turret is going to spot him out, so he knows at the very least the Killjoy still in the area. And if he was able to make out, hey, that was also the breach that I shot at, I would be amazed. But, you know, is a top tier player, so could know that 2 are lurking towards B. As S.O.R, if they don't figure it out here soon, they're looking at a 10-2 half, which is better than the 11-1 that I talked about earlier, but it's not great as a whole.
Yeah, still a very rough spot as Jonah with the blind spray predicts where Hellblade will be sitting, able to grab that frag. A huge one there for Kudos. Then they now have the opening frag, the numbers advantage. Jonah looking maybe for the Molly as Teddy has to back away from that aggressive angle towards mailroom. Meanwhile, Hira holding in the back outside of the site proper, as Sofa gonna be able to take out Teddy. That's a good frag. And Zebro, though, with one using that judge, takes out Sofa from behind, and it's now the 4-3 advantage as the spike is down. Jonah gonna take out Nature. Zebro follows up with a frag onto Demon, and now Anime Watcher standing right on top of the spike here. Gonna get chased down by Jonah. He's just running away. Jonah's going to get it for the 3K, and Zebro going to get the defuse. And I want to say, we noted at the top of the game here that Zebro switching over to the Reyna needed to have a big performance. You need to be fracking on this pick to have it be effective, and he has done just that. He's sitting at the top of the scoreboard right now along with 2Piece, and I've been very, very impressed with Zebro's performance in this grand final.
Yeah, and if you're a coach, or even if they don't have a coach, and you're just talking to your fellow teammates, and you're saying, listen, guys, I am absolutely on fire. I'm popping off on Sova of all members. Not that Sova can't pop off, but I'm top fragging. I'm initiating. I'm the duelist. I'm a little bit of everything. Put me on something that can actually carry. And they do just that. And like you said, he's right at the top. Jonah has now made his way back up there. He heard us talking about 2Piece a little too much, got a little jealous, and crept on up. But across the board, I mean, you can see it's a strong performance from 4, and then Hira sitting at 6. But a lot of those, if not all, have been early picks in mid at the beginning of a round. So absolutely huge there. Not necessarily following up afterwards, but he's going 1 for 1 across the board. So still a huge tool for this team. The economy sitting pretty well as we go into this last round. It's Bulldogs and Spectres, unfortunately for S.O.R. 1 Phantom, 1 Vandal. And we'll see if they can turn this 9-3. You take what you can get at this point in the game, and they're looking to take a round here. And this is going to be a big one going to the next pistol.
Yeah, Zebra now sitting at the top of ramp with this glitch pop judge. That's going to be the Killjoy ultimate as well as the Viper's Pit. If you're going to use the Killjoy ultimate, I kind of wish they would have saved the Viper's Pit for the site here. They don't elect to do so. We'll have to see how it works out. And there goes the Viper's Pit right there. 2Piece with the peek onto Sofa. Hellblade able to trade back. Teddy going to take down Anime Watcher, and Hellblade trades back onto Teddy. It's the 3v3 as they're looking for the retake. Hellblade with a 3rd kill, looking good with the Bulldog, and it is going to work out in the end. Nature and Demon close out the round, and S.O.R able to finally grab a 3rd round here. So it's a 9-3 lead in favor of Kudos as we switch sides.
So just as important as that last round was, a little awkward in the ultimate usage, like you said. I think the Killjoy ult pushed everybody far enough to. So I guess maybe the thought process here, this is how I would see it, is the Killjoy ultimate pushed everybody off, but it takes time for, you can hang out on the Killjoy ultimate for X amount of time to peak towards that A long. With the Viper's Pit, it gets harder to do. It's less enticing to want to peek A long because you can't see anything. And then when you do see something, it's going to be 3 right in front of you. And those Bulldogs, the Spectres, they get a whole lot stronger. At the end of the day, it does pay off. But now this is where it's the most important. We saw Nature pop off here on defense, holding A by himself. Now Demon up in heaven. S.O.R need to find this pistol round in order to string a few together because 9-5 isn't feeling all too bad. But Zebro through the smoke picks it up. Jonah gonna find one as well. Now in the 3v3, make it a 3v2. And Zebro will find a Hellblade. Now Anime Watcher and Sofa need to try and get it done. The Ghost not gonna be enough there. The headshot comes through, and it's down to 1 remaining member for S.O.R. He's going to launch some toxin into the back, but it's not going to land on top of Jonah there on this Phoenix. Needs to try and push him off to the right. Has 2 other members to worry about as well. Although they are on low HP, it doesn't matter if you don't see them. A 3K for Zebro and Kudos. These guys really in the driver's seat here, a few rounds away, and you can chalk this up to possibly another round win here coming off the back end of that pistol win.
Yeah, I mean, there's really no reason why Kudos shouldn't be able to go up 11-3 right now. It would follow the trend that we've seen all day long, and they're able to grab the pistol. And, that's tough there for Sofa. By yourself, up in heaven. You try to force the Phoenix off of that angle, right? Sitting behind the wall on site, and You missed the first toxins, the second one isn't quite enough, and then you've given away the information of exactly where you are. Zebro and Two Piece holding the correct angle, and that means they get that frag and the round. And now with an early frag onto Nature, of all people, that stout player who has held down this A site throughout the day goes down. Jonah, meanwhile, finishes a 3K here. Two Piece closes it off onto Sofa, and there you have it. An 11-3 lead, and Kudos is knocking on the door of a 2-1 grand final and a victory here.
Now, that feels bad,
Yes.
but full
Yes,
buy comes through.
Mhm.
Given that you're not rattled, you're not shook, you're still in good mental, understanding that you are the defending team here, and Nature has been so incredibly star-studded on this A site. Now you have a Vandal in his hands, and he can look to string some kills together. Losing the pistol round, it's a horrible start to this half, but it's not over yet, and S.O.R, if anybody can do it, it's them, right? They win the eco round. They try and win the second round. Unfortunately, didn't get it after pistol, but they've come the closest. So if anybody can come back, it is them, as Zebro gonna find the first kill onto Anime Watcher. Demon finds a trade kill, so the odds have been even. And it's a ghost in the hands of Hira, but Jonah is just not letting this one slip away. Zebro finds another. Now it's all up to Demon. Does he have enough? He does not. It's another 3K for Zebro on this Reyna, continuing this carry performance, and it's do or die right here for S.O.R. It's going to be a very, very weak buy for this squad, but they have to make a miracle run. 9 round wins to take us to overtime, and 2 more to win the game if they want to be crowned king. I'm not counting them out just yet. I think if anybody can do it, it is these guys.
Certainly, and it's so tough to watch there. And you know, if there ever is a time to go for the, you know, just hold on to that eco, right? We talked about it in those third rounds, not full buying, just sitting on the guns you've been able to carry through the first 2. It's right there. Kudos sitting on an 8-round cushion, and not only do they, you know, use it effectively, but they actually are able to pull out the round against essentially a full buy. So that was absolutely huge. S.O.R finally able to mount a solid defense here. Sofa with some huge kills there onto the A side. It is now just Teddy and his Vandal alive to try and clutch this round. He's going to get a frag there onto Demon. We'll see what else he can do here. He's really just trying to further damage this S.O.R eco. Kudos should feel 0 pressure right now, and that is actually almost no health. I mean, that is the definition of a one-tap there on Sofa. That's going to be the peak from Hellblade. He's able to get the spray there, so S.O.R grabbed a 4th round here, but really the only thing has changed between these 2 rounds is the pressure, or is the score, because the pressure is the same on S.O.R.
Yeah, and like you said, Kudos really can play that relaxed. It's not the end of the world, although you would love a highlight replay at the end of the game there, a 1v3 from Teddy to pick up a couple of kills, and the victory would be nice, but they can still play relaxed. They're not too worried. Now, once you lose 3, 4, 5 rounds in a row, then you still have to be scared.
We're gonna
even
get
if you are still...
Heaven here, by the way.
Say that again?
We got the Viper's Pit. I could see it coming. I saw it was available, and
there it is
right away.
Yeah, and that is so huge. That deters the push up mid. Again, the DK coming through for this enemy team feels horrible. And the last time we got to see this, it was 2 kills for 1. Sofa picking that up and S.O.R winning the round. We'll see if they're able to do just that, because with full buys, S.O.R did a pretty good job holding down A.
Teddy continues to be so solid here for Kudos. He ends up trading 1-for-1 as Nature is able to take him out, in Hellblade with a very key kill there onto Jonah, but Hira able to trade back once more, so it is the 3v3. And if you're Kudos, you really don't have any reason to go over to B. You know that oh, never mind. I was gonna say they know the Viper's Pit is up, but with Two Piece able to get that spray onto Sofa, that means that utility is gone, and now it is just Nature left. Anime Watcher has fallen. It's the 1v3. Can he clutch it to keep their hopes alive? The spike has been planted. Nature rotating from CT right now. He's going to move up to Heaven. He's got to go 1 kill at a time here. Can he get it? He's going to spot out Hira, but he's actually just going to walk in. Doesn't realize the Jet is there, and that's it. Kudos with a strike. strong 13-4 win on the third map. They take the title this week.
And I don't think anybody was expecting that game 3 coming through like that when number or game 1 and game 2 were so very close. But kudos, they buckle down, they come out huge, and both of these teams really bouncing back incredibly after losses. Kudos just doing it a little bit better, taking a dominant performance. And like you said, they're crowned king. Finally, a new name on this one. And I'm looking forward to seeing these guys again. And a huge shout out to both of these teams. Hats off to Kudos for taking it, and hats off to S.O.R for being a new team to me and really coming out and putting on such an incredible performance. And on top of it all, they took us to game 3. As a spectator,
Yeah.
you love to see that. It's sometimes hard as a caster because you want to spectate the game because it's so exciting, but you also have to remember to talk about it. And